Reviews. Here to do, I know it's like April 3rd now, the Milestone Anniversaries for albums in April. I'm going to continue doing this the rest of the year. In theory, I would do it all the way to, because it's every 5 years. It's five-year milestone, so it's, the April list I have, unfortunately, is not that long compared to most of the other months of the year. I think every other month, well, July is pretty limited. It's even smaller, but there's a lot of months that have a lot more, so kind of hit and miss. But anyway, I mean, obviously I'm missing some stuff probably, but may as well get on to it. So, I've got the image up maybe here, the collage on the image. So the first one is tomorrow, starting tomorrow, Thursday, April 4th, is the 20th anniversary of the great, in fact, it was like a side project, or, yeah, I guess it was, of Daniel Johns and Paul Mac, from Daniel Johns from Silverchair. Paul Mac had done much else. He'd probably been in maybe one other band. But anyway, the Disassociatives, the debut and the only release they ever had, came out originally on April 4th, 2004. So this is the 20th anniversary tomorrow, Thursday, April 4th, of this. It's a great record, great sort of electronic power pop, very kind of progressive at times. I mean, it's Daniel Johns does the lead vocal, so it sounds a little bit like Silverchair, but it's different than Silverchair in a lot of ways too. But if you've never heard this, you like kind of like Jellyfish, that kind of element, like progressive power pop with like a little electronic elements, definitely worth checking out. But anyway, happy 20th anniversary to the Disassociatives album, self-titled album from 2004. So the day after this Friday, this Friday, another debut album, Germany's band, like sort of progressive, they're death metal of kind, you could say, or progressive black and doom metal, Disillusion. Their debut album, Back to Times of Splendor, was released on April 5th, the day after Disassociatives, 2004. So happy 20th anniversary to Disillusion's Back to Times of Splendor. Great record. Not my favorite. I kind of like the one that came out a couple of years ago. I think the best thing they ever did was Aaliyah, the track that, whatever, 12-minute track or whatever it was back in like 2018. But this is a great debut record. Better than the one that came after, Gloria. That's why they went on a long break. That's why it was a big deal when they came out with Aaliyah and then the follow-up LP. But happy 20-year anniversary to Disillusion's Back to Times of Splendor. So then a week from this Friday, on the 12th, is actually the 40th anniversary of the album I just talked about a couple videos ago. Rush's 1984 album, Grace Under Pressure. Great record, original release April 5th, 1984. Full into the synth era, but I've talked about it. I talked about it on Taste Like Music recently. They did a thing on 1984, but After Image, between the not a bad song on here, Body Electric, Distant Early Warning, The Enemy Within, Red Sector A, Kid Gloves, Red Lens, great record. Even though it's more synthy, but there's still a lot of great guitar on this record. But happy 40th anniversary, a week from Friday, on the 12th of April for Rush's Grace Under Pressure. Some people don't care for it, but I personally, I've always liked it. So on the 16th of April, let's see, that would be, when was it, 4 days later, so I wrote it down here. Tuesday, April 16th, I think they're Swedish? Yeah, the Swedish jazzy pop band I've talked about, Dirty Loops, will celebrate the 10th anniversary of, I think it might be their debut album, Loopified. Came out Tuesday, April 16th, 2014, so happy, a week from, today's Tuesday, today's Wednesday rather, yesterday, so it would be 2 weeks from yesterday, on the 16th of April, Loopified from Dirty Loops celebrates its 10th anniversary. So happy 10th anniversary to Loopified, coming up. And then we got on the 19th of April, that's 3 days later, and that's a Friday. A lot of Friday anniversaries this month. The great former Marillion singer solo album from Fish, my favorite actually. This, I believe, features, yes, I think it does. Unless I'm thinking of a different record. Yeah, no. This is the one that features Steven Wilson and has the Plague of Ghosts suite. Rain Gods with Zippos was released on April 19th, 1999. So the 25th anniversary is was it 2 weeks from Friday on the April 19th from Fish. Rain Gods with Zippos. Great record. Again, I mean, I'm as much as I love Marillion, I'm not nearly as attached to the Fish solo catalog. I have several of his albums, but this is the one I think, I mean, maybe because it had Steven Wilson and it has that suite, I've been most attached to. I like some of his other records, but yeah, this is the one I lean toward the most. Although, you know, in fairness, I haven't even heard every single one of his solo records. I don't have them all. But he's doing his, like, you know, retirement tour, which he's been ongoing over the past 3-4 years. But yeah, happy 25-year anniversary to Rain Gods with Zippos. 2 weeks from Friday, the 19th of April, day before Record Store Day. So then on the following Wednesday, the 24th of April, which would be today's the whatever it is, the 3rd, so 3 weeks from today, I think. Yeah, great another German band, sort of progressive post rock, progressive post metal. Their second album, Long Distance Calling, Avoid the Light, was released originally on April 19th or April 24th, 2009. So this is the 15th anniversary of Avoid the Light. It's mostly instrumental. There's like one track that has, I think it's The Nearing Grave, has some vocals. I think it's the guy from Catatonia. But yeah, I mean, this is a record that I was introduced to them by, and like my friend Josh Rundquist from Heavy Debriefings loves this record. Most people that are fans of Long Distance Calling, this is one of, if not their favorite records. So happy 15th anniversary, a couple weeks from, was it 3 weeks from today, on April 24th, to Long Distance Calling's Avoid the Light. A lot of love that progressive post metal or post, you know, that's the post music that I kind of lean to. They're one of my favorite post bands. Although, in truth, I should do a video on them. I don't know their catalog perfectly. Like, I have their first record on CD. I love Trips. Trips is the other one I like. I've listened to many of their other records, but anyway. So on the 26th of, that 2 days later, on Fridays would be, 3 weeks from Friday, Local Natives' album Violet Street was released originally, celebrating the 5-year anniversary of Violet Street. Came out in 2019, the April 26th. It's got that just one especially just like total like earwormy, dreamy banger. When Am I Gonna Leave You? I think it's called. They did that live when I saw them last summer, so I was really happy because I didn't see them on the tour. I saw them so many other times. And they have a new record, of course, coming out just in a few weeks. But it is the 5-year anniversary. Yeah, When Am I Gonna Lose You? I love a lot. Cafe Amarillo, Megaton Miles, great. I don't have it on vinyl. I have the first 3 Local Natives albums on vinyl. I don't have the one from last year either. But anyway, happy 5-year anniversary to Violet Street on the 26th. You know, whatever is it, 3 weeks from Friday, 26th of April. And then the final one is a sort of a longer, you know, anniversary, the 55th anniversary of the debut album from the Chicago Transit Authority, was originally released April 28th, 1969. So celebrating whatever that be, that's a Sunday. It would be 3 weeks from Sunday. I think 3 weeks from Sunday, or maybe 4 weeks from Sunday. Am I doing the math right? I think it's 3 weeks from Sunday. Yeah, on the 28th. Of April. Happy 55-year anniversary to the debut album from Chicago. I think it's double, like they had like 3 or 4. Bunch of their early records were doubles, but Chicago Transit Authority's debut album, or Chicago Transit Authority. So that's it for April anniversaries. Like I said, the months are kind of going to vary. May has several more. I mean, I'm probably missing some, but June has a lot, but July not as much. August and September and October, those 3 months are filled. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really and December's light, which is not weird because December, historically, there are just not a lot of records that have come out December, but it's really just July. Every other month has at least like 10 records, so. But anyway, what albums are you celebrating besides, which ones of these, or which ones are you celebrating? Would you be celebrating the anniversary, the milestone anniversary for? I'd love to see that in the comments, but thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.